Most coaches repeat the same three principles: progressive overload, periodization, specificity. And if you've spent any time around training advice, you've heard them 100 times. They are not wrong. Progressive overload works. Periodization works. Specificity works. But almost nobody talks about the one variable that actually decides whether an athlete improves. And it's not any of those three. It's feedback loop speed. Here's what that means. When you're training alone, no coach, no team, just you and a ball on an empty court. You run a drill, you think it went fine, and then you don't know if it actually worked until weeks later, when you either see progress or you don't. That gap between doing the work and knowing if the work is right is where most improvement quietly dies. You can follow every principle perfectly and still plateau, because a plan never adjusts to what's actually happening in real time. I found this out the hard way. I used to go to the park by myself to practice, running the same drills I'd read about, doing everything the advice said to do, and I wasn't improving. Not because I wasn't putting in the work, but because I had no way of knowing what was actually working and what wasn't until it was way too late to fix it. That's a problem I set out to solve. Instead of a fixed plan that assumes every session goes the same way, what you actually need is something that tracks what's happening every time you train. How you're performing, where you're stalling, what needs to change, and adjust before weeks go by. That's the whole idea behind TekkyTouch. Every drill is generated around your sport, your position, your level, and it tracks your progress through an XP and rank system. So instead of guessing whether a drill worked, you can actually see it. So here's the real question. Progressive overload, periodization, specificity. Those get you in the room. But what closes a gap is knowing, in real time, whether what you're doing is actually working. What's a training gap you've noticed in your own sport? Drop it in the comments.